Hi everyone, and welcome to my first video on my brand new channel. Today we're going to have a look at some TA on Bitcoin, but first I hope that everyone in the US had a lovely Turkey Day and that no one got into too many arguments with their uncles. Also, before we get started, I gotta say it, not financial advice. So anyway, let's get to it. So Bitcoin had a giant run up. I was gone for the all-time high, but here I am back again. So having a look here, you can see that we're just out of this area of support here. Um, we're bouncing off the bottom of the Bollinger Band. We are trading above the SMA 200. These are all pretty good signs that Bitcoin has some strength here at the end of the year. We will see a little bit of resistance coming up here. You can see I have a resistance line here at 59,749. And that's going to kind of bump up into the moving average in the middle of the Bollinger Band too. So we've got a little band of resistance here. We've also got this band up top, which represents our all-time high. And the top of this band, of course, is 69,420 because that's the world we live in. There's going to be resistance at that level, just guarantee it. People are going to want to hold that number, so it's a thing. Anyways, back to where we're actually at right now. So once again, daily chart, we're looking really healthy for, overall. But right now, if I switch it down to 4 hours, let me do that. You can see that we kind of have some of the opposite things true here. So we're actually below the simple moving average here, and we're at the top of the Bollinger Band. And this is our band of support that was on the same chart before. So we're looking at some retracement here. And you can see we've already started forming a nice little red candle there on the 4-hour chart. So we're going to have a bit of a pullback here. I'm not any longer considering that we're really going to hit 100K Bitcoin by the end of the year. But I think we're in line to see it maybe late Q1, if not earlier, of next year. So once again, let's look at the fear and greed index. It's we got about 16 minutes before the update. Actually, no, I just refreshed and it updated. My bad. So we're headed up. You can see that yesterday we were in the fear portion of the fear and greed index, and today we're kind of more in the neutral. I have no idea why it turned red, but um, we're starting to swing back the other way a little bit. Once again, this just really tells us that overall the Bitcoin market is really healthy. But we're still, this is if you're trading in a more short-term fashion right now, just be aware that we are going to see a little bit more of a pullback before we take off again. I'm expecting we'll probably pull back to at least this moving average on the Bollinger Band. And if I just switch this back to the daily, for here, we're going to be pulling back to probably the top levels of this support band here. I don't see us really going too much lower than that because the market's looking really good right now. The one thing that I think could make me wrong is the infrastructure bill getting some more bad news. If you guys haven't been keeping up on that, there are some Congress people and senators, I believe, that are trying to make amendments to the bill to remove that crypto language. If that goes through, if they are able to pass that, which, coming up at the end of the year, it might not happen by the end of the year. I think we still got a little bit more fighting to do. But, in a perfect world, let's say that does come to fruition before the end of the year. We'll probably see Bitcoin really take off then. Otherwise, what my gut is really telling me is that we're probably about to enter a sideways market. It is the end of the year. People, retail investor level people like you and I, we're going to be spending a lot more of our money typically on presents for the family and, other things. Travel, perhaps, now that COVID's a little less scary. So we might not see as much money flowing into the market as we come to the end of the year. Now, I could be wrong with that, but I really think what my gut is telling me, we're about to move into a little bit of a sideways trend. So once again, pulling down and then sideways is kind of what I am predicting here. Now, the other thing to also kind of keep your eye on, now keep in mind that whenever you're looking at these charts, BTC versus USD, this is a ratio, okay? So what you're saying is if you like go long here, is you think that BTC's price will rise faster than the price of the US dollar. And if you haven't been paying attention, the US dollar, the US dollar has just been killing it. Now, it looks like we finally hit a top here and we're pulling back a little, but as you can see, we already kind of did a little pullback and then we took right back off again. So end of the year, once again, people may be putting a lot more money into the economy right now because of the holiday season, but there's a lot of other things like social unrest level things going on. People are really frustrated with things and inflation's at an all-time high. Things are kind of crazy in the United States right now. So it's also kind of hard to make that sort of call right now as far as what the dollar is going to be doing. But you should always keep an eye on this because this is the other side of your Bitcoin trade. Okay. So making sure that you are fully informed and you're watching both charts, always a good idea. And if you stay tuned to this channel, I will be putting out extra content that kind of goes into the how-tos and describes a lot of this technical analysis that I do. And we're going to go into market psychology and a little bit of sociology, maybe. And as you stick with me, you're going to learn everything that I know. Um, and, if you enjoy this content, please let me know by liking, subscribing, and sharing this content. Um, I want to make sure that I'm putting out content for you guys that you are enjoying. If I am doing the things that you like, let me know by doing this stuff. And it will help you see more videos. If you hit the notification bell, you're going to get a notification whenever I put out a new video. We're going to do some great things together, guys. So stick with me. Keep talking to me. Let me know in the comments what you think. And I will see you again soon.